Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So, guys, that Focus ST, what a car that is going to be. Fingers crossed that it's going to work out well. It was a big gamble, but I think it was worth the gamble, guys. I know it had no keys. We didn't know if it run and drive. It still don't run. But, that is the gamble that you take when it comes to these kind of cars. You have to sort of just go for it. It's a little bit squeaky bum sort of moment. And it still is, I've got to be honest, because it doesn't run yet. But I just think if we take the front end off, we'll have a good look at it. There's something in there, definitely that ECU with the plugs, the wiring. Something is stopping it from actually firing and running. I will get there, don't worry. We will get there and you will see it on the videos when we do it. But for today, we are going to jump on the grey Fiat 500. We've still got to do the service, the water pump, the timing belt. I want to still do all that sort of side of it. Still got to use Mark's steamer for the back seats, and we've still got to get it ready for an MOT. So a very busy day. I want to get cracking. Before I do, I'm going to show you the results on Bob's Focus for last night's late 4 o'clock MOT. So let me show you that. Then I'll bring the Fiat 500 in. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, so guys, here we go. Let me show you the results with the MOT. It was a late one yesterday, 4 o'clock MOT. And I've brought it inside this morning because it's raining out there. As you don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining. So yeah, let me show you the results on that. Here we go. There we go. Pass, no advisories. That's what we want. That's what we always look for. So yeah, great news. And I spoke to Bob yesterday, and he's going to come and collect it this morning, take it away, and then he wants some more work done on this car a little bit later on, a little bit further down the line. He's going to want the timing belt, the water pump, the service. I think he wants the air conditioning done as well. I think there's something wrong with the air conditioning. I think it's a condenser. It normally is on these cars. The condensers are always the ones that go, and it's leaking. So we need to replace that, and then, yeah, do some other bits and pieces. He's going to do the wing mirror. I think he's bought one now. So he's going to be able to do that. I think you've got to take the door card off to get to the wiring loom. A couple of bolts, and then you just pull it through. So I think he should be all right with that. Hopefully, yeah, I'm sure he'll be all right with that. So yeah, that's it. Bob can come and collect it this morning, and it can go for now. But what a result with that headlight, guys. Absolute saved a fortune with that headlight. So, and it's nice. I like helping people out. I like doing nice things and, not overcharging things and not overspending for stuff and trying to save money for people. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, anyway, this one is going to go this morning. Let me get this out of the way. I'll bring the Fiat 500, the grey one in, get it on the ramp, and we're going to start stripping it down and get into that timing belt. So let's do this. Right, okay, so making some good progress. The only trouble is I've missed a step on this procedure. And what's not necessarily important, but it does help, is to drop the coolant. Because when we're removing the water pump, the coolant will just go everywhere. And normally, I pull out the pipe that's at the bottom with a clip onto the tank. You pull that away, and then the coolant comes out, and you grab it. You manage to catch it a little bit easier. So, but I can't do that now because I can't get the height on the car to get underneath to get it. I could possibly lay underneath and try to sort of do it, but it's pretty difficult now. So I'm going to probably just pull the water pump and then try and catch the coolant that way. I haven't really done that before, but let's see how it goes, guys. You never know. But let me just show you what I've done so far. So it's all been stripped down, and we can get to the timing belt water pump, and I've actually locked the bottom as well. There. So you can see I've locked it here with the bar. So I know that bottom ain't going to move. It's locked solid because we've got that bar section on it. With the top, you can see there, let me just show you. Let me just set that there. So with the top, all I've done, if I can show you, is I've marked it at the top. You can see that there's little white marks done on the cam and on the top of the cover. So there, so I know, looking down like that, I know that if that moves, it needs to go in and stay in that position with those two markings there with the white marks. You see? Like that. So yeah, I'm happy now that it's all in position, and I'll show you the state of this belt. It is terrible. So it's a good job that I'm doing this, because look at the cracks all over that belt. It is bad. Look at that. I reckon another couple of thousand miles and that would have gone. So it's definitely, this is why I do this. This is why this is got to be done, because I know now that if I change it for a brand new one, belt, water pump, service, that side of the actual engine and that side of the car ain't going to give me a problem coming back with any issues, because they can bring it back to me if anything happens. Do you know what I mean? So it's that guarantee and that warranty. It's that guarantee that I like to give to people. The new owner knows, and watching this video, and I'm sure there will be, because I always say when I'm on my listings, when I list a car, go to the YouTube channel. All the videos are on there. I show everything. Nothing's hidden. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, is that I can show the state of that timing belt and me now replacing for the new one. Yeah. Not even a garage. If you took it to a garage, they wouldn't even video it or film what they're doing. You just have to take it on good faith that they've done it. So, yeah, it is a good job we're doing it, guys. So let's get this let's get this coolant out, water pump changed, and get this tensioner off. We've got a new tensioner going on as well there. So we'll get that off as well. And yeah, carry on taking it off. So let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, there we go. You can see the new water pump is in place down there, and the new Dayco timing belt. You know, guys, I always use Dayco. They've never let me down, and I think they're a great belt. And I think a lot of the manufacturers actually used Dayco timing belts originally. They're the original that come out of the factory. They just put their own stamp on them. So, yeah, I always use a Dayco belt and timing belt kit and water pump. So, there we go. New tensioner as well. I just need to tension that up there. You can see that it's a bit... Hold on. You can see that it's a bit sort of slack. Look, it's not really focus. Doesn't want to focus really. Yeah, you can see there. It's not tightened up. So basically, when you do these timing belts, you always make sure that the belt will always be, when you're fitting a new one, the belt will always be slack on the tension side. So this side of the belt, you can see there's a lot of play there. This side of the belt has to be tight, which it is, look. So yeah, that side goes up first. And as long as your markings are still the same, the white marks are still there and it's lined up with that one there, you can see that it's there. So nothing's moved. I know nothing's moved on the top. Definitely not moved on the bottom because of that locking plate. So now, all we've got to do is we've got to use the special tool that come with the kit. And you've got these two little prongs there. You just basically put it inside the two little holes that's in there. You turn it around until that lines up with the thing. And then you do up the bolt, and I'll find out the specs for the Newton meters for the specs for that bolt, do it up tight to torque it up properly. But yeah, not bad, going really well. I lost a little bit of coolant, but managed to sort of grab a lot of it. So we'll put that back in, and then we'll top it up, whatever needs to be topped up that I've lost down there. So yeah, but honestly, guys, it's going really well. Let's continue. I'll set you up and let's see if we can get this back together. Turn that key, but fingers crossed. It should be all right. You know, nothing's moved, so it should be all good. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, we're more or less back together now, I've got to be honest. There's just a little bit of plastic down there that goes over that, covers it all up, and then the bar goes across there. So yeah, a couple of little bits and pieces, but nothing major. I've topped up the oil. Obviously, we've done a service, so I've done the oil filter, air filter. Got a new oil filter up there. New oil. Topped it up, and then I put a new air filter in. The air filter was quite bad. It's like all squashed and destroyed. So yeah, it was definitely needed to be changed, and nice new one got in place. So yes, let's start her up. I've already had it running already, so I know that it runs. So just literally, yeah, bang on the key, ticking over really, really nice, no issues whatsoever. I did have to sort this airbox out a little bit. So basically what it is with the airbox, you've got two bolts here, one here and one here connects it. You've also got like a rubber bung that's right at the back. And what had happened is that rubber bung had come off, fell down there, because I found it. So the back part was just bouncing, and what happens is when that bounces, you've got like this part here that bounces up and down like this, and then creates air, and that's what pulls oil through the system. So that weren't working properly, but I've done all that and put that back together now, so that should be a lot better. And then I'll switch it off. I'll check my oil level. We'll do the coolant. Make sure that's all, bled through and there's no airs in the system, nothing like that. And then I want to turn my attention to this front end. So if you can see that that daytime running light is different to this one. So it just doesn't look good, to be honest with you. It's not right. They're not the same. So I'm going to address these two here and switch them out and get them changed. It looks like that's like a more of an LED, or maybe just a more expensive light bulb. I don't know really. Well, I've got to check to see. I have got some. I'm sure I've got some. Yeah, there's one there, I think. Yeah, that's one there. So we'll switch it out and we'll change it and just make sure that they're the same. Either way, I think it's going to be the same as that, I've got to be honest. So I might switch this one out, take this one out, so they're the same. Also, we're going to do some MOT checks. Just make sure everything works as it should, lights, bulbs, and all that sort of stuff. And we've also got to use that steamer as well on the back seats. But I want to get this back together, put the wheels back on, put it on the ground, and then bring the car over here, and then we'll continue. But so far, so good, guys. Timing belt done, water pump done, service nearly done. And I've got to check the oil, and then we're going to do the coolant. So let's continue for now. Sort these lights out, do with little bits and pieces, get it on the ground. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I've moved the car over here now so we can get and do these seats. Got a little bit of chewing gum or something dirty on those back seats. I just want to, actually the whole car is filth. I can't be honest. I haven't cleaned this one yet. So I'm going to probably do that this afternoon once I get all these bits and pieces done. And yeah, and it's just a matter of clean on the outside. Majority of the inside is clean. I want to do this door card because it's filth. So I want to give that a good going over with the machine. You can see how dirty it is, and the machine will bring that up nice and clean. Do a few bits and pieces on the plastics. I've got to be honest, it doesn't look that bad. If you look at this, like, you can't really see it, but I know it's there, and I've got the machine that Mark's lent me. So I just think it's only right, really, just give it a go and just get these little bits and pieces off. It's very, very difficult to see, though, I've got to be honest, when you do that like that. You can't really see it. But I know they're there. So we're going to crack on with that, and then we're going to have a clean up and get this one basically just all done, ready for the MOT, which I think is going to be tomorrow now. But yeah, let's move on for now. Let's get the cleaning done. And then, yeah, it's going to be a nice one, this one. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, just going through the cleaning process. I'm getting the door cards done now. They are looking really, really better, much better than they. So, yeah, done both sides. Just wiped them down, you just see that. This one still needs a wipe over. It's just a little bit, looks like that because it's a bit wet and not dried off properly. But it's this area here that I was trying to concentrate on, because it was just, obviously where you put your arm on, it's just all dirty. So looking a lot better than that. But I cannot get to do that today. I've run out of time. That's going to have to be done another day, tomorrow maybe. I'm not quite sure. It's just so much going on at the minute. I've got so many jobs lined up, coming in, my own stuff, customers' cars. Just, yeah, absolutely rammed at the minute. But I will get to it. I've started to sort of look at it, set it up, see what I've got to do, read the instructions on the steamer that Mark lent me. But I think he wants that back for this weekend. So I'm going to have to do it tomorrow, possibly. But I want to jump on that Fiesta, that red Fiesta tomorrow if I can. It's just having the time. But I can't do it today. I've run out of time. I've got to shoot off, get home for some family stuff. But yeah, it's definitely getting there now. Now I've done the timing belt, the water pump, you know, I can leave it like that for the moment. So thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. See you soon.